Today I'll show you how to create some dragon eyes using Crayola Model Magic clay. For this project, I would recommend using about 2 colors of Model Magic clay, plus a little bit of white. You'll also need a little glass bead. The one I'm using already has colored green inside it, but you can use a clear one and add color to your paper, or instead of using white Model Magic, you could use a color. You'll need scissors and possibly a Sharpie. So I'm going to start with one of the colors and make the shape of the eye first. Then I'm going to take a tiny piece of white and roll it into a little ball and place it right in the center, and that's where I'm going to place my glass bead and press it into the white clay. Now, if you'd like, you can take a Sharpie and draw a line for the pupil right down the center. Now, I didn't do this for my first eye, but I'm going to try it for this one, and I think I like the way that it looks. Next, I'm going to take another piece the same size as my first piece, and I'm going to create the same shape again. This is going to be for the eyelids. So I'm going to try to create the same exact shape as close as possible. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm going to cut it down the center so I have a top and bottom eyelid. I'm just going to press it down a little bit flatter, and then I'm going to place one on the top and one on the bottom. And I'm going to make sure that it doesn't completely cover the eye. And we'll lift it up a little bit so that it's open just on the eye. Next, I'm going to create scales. So I'm going to use both my colors and alternate, making small little balls and rolling them and flatten them out to make the scales. And I'm just going to start on one end, press them down, and then overlap them just a little bit. And I'm just going to alternate the colors between my orange and my red. Now, on my first one, I filled up the entire eye with the scales. You might only want to go halfway over and do a different texture or design on half of the eye. That's up to you. So for this one, I only filled up about half the eye with scales, and I'm going to use some markers to add some texture with some dots with the red and orange markers. Next, I'm going to get two pieces about the same size and roll them out into two long coils and twist them together to make a swirl. These I'm going to wrap around the eye.